All right, let me just say good night to you wherever you are. A little bit starting out a little bit late, but we're gonna make up for that. Well,
Right, let me just say good night to you wherever you are.
what girl? Yeah. Welcome to uh Thursday night of Christmas Shak. Yeah, just monitoring. I know we've been having a little bit of audio issues from time to time, so um, I'm just trying to make sure that we not in any way compromise tonight. I can't guarantee you, unfortunately, that it wouldn't happen, but I've tried to see how we can sort it out. Sort it out. So, folks, how are you doing? It is Thanksgiving evening in the United States, and we want to say uh, happy Thanksgiving to all our American families and friends. Yes, we have a lot of families who have adapted to the whole aspect of Thanksgiving in the United States, living in the United States. Those of you who have become citizens, etc. And you do practice this particular Thanksgiving. We have ours on the 25th of October. When I just want to reflect just slightly on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving in the United States has a lot to do with the pilgrims that came there and the whole aspect of the wild turkey, and the sweet potatoes and the yams and whatever they would have planted and the corn, etc. The pumpkin pie and the making pumpkin pie, and of course we don't really make pumpkin pie here in the Caribbean that much. Some people have adapted to it, but some, of course, we eat it differently, and they obviously came to America. Well, the stories are there to be told. They've been told, and you can go back and view them and see what happened at that particular time. Our Thanksgiving is due to the end of a revolutionary era when the United States and Caribbean forces came in on a rescue mission, as they called it. Some people refer to it as intervention. Some refer to it as invasion. But whichever side of the coin you may find yourself sitting, at the end of the day, we give thanks for that on the 25th of October, and it is a holiday, a national holiday in Grenada. A series of events would have happened before that to lead or led up to that particular time. But nevertheless, this is not the purpose that we're here tonight. We're here to have a good time as per usual, play sweet pang music. We'll talk about Christmas and, where you would have been, what you would have done. Um, I know that you are looking forward to one that is filled with joy and love and happiness and togetherness. That's what it's all about. And also knowing that we have been getting some heavy showers. For a very long time, we've been getting heavy showers. Hopefully, the farmers would not be adversely affected. I understand that they are. Let's hope it is not that terrible for them this time. You come back, miss. She come back. I ain't calling no name. Della, what are you doing in this big warm coat? I see you gone up the road? I see Mad Vibes crying for you, but he's in Florida, so he had to take a trip up to New York. Donalyn, you come back, girlie? I thought I passed you in traffic, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to wave or toot you, and next thing I blew in the wrong person and they get the wrong idea. But anyway, folks, yes, so we're here tonight. Let's hope we have a nice, smooth journey. Those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, we welcome you to yet another night. I see my advice put up a picture. I don't know if it's a recent one. He say a wife in New York or whatever the case may be, exposing your business just so. That boy, he not easy, You better tag him. Oh my goodness. You may find that I sound a little bit rusty tonight, and that is simply because there is this old cold, something, it's always seem to have some old thing passing around Christmas time, and Donald will tell you that I was always in line up for it. But anyway, You know, you got to roll with the punches. Let's take another one here from Baran. Baran, yeah, you know, Baran, he sing all kind of thing. He and Scrunter, they control the parang landscape. Yes, you can easily label them with that. This one is a good one anyway. All right. I'm telling you, boy, we really have to work a lot of magic to get these things going. The sweet sound of Baron, it's Christmas Shak Shak on this Thursday evening. I'm trying to ensure that we get something happening here in good stead. When the music starts, I have to be there. Boy, it's Christmas again. I must parang with that sun or rain. Boy, it's Christmas again. It's just the Spanish blood in me veins. Boy, it's Christmas again. Can't speak Spanish at all, but when the hammer falls, I...
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year. Chungalantia loving is all I want to share. I don't want no diamond rings. I don't need a fancy thing. The only thing I'm missing is my husband's true loving. Cause the days are getting shorter, but at nights are feeling colder. All the gifts, the drinks, the treat, they don't mean nothing to me. Give me love, give me love, give me love. La 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 yo 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 la 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 yo yo yo. La 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 yo 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 yo. Give me love, give me love, give me love. Now I like the way you paint up and vanish all my flaws. Now I don't mean to hurt you, but I'm thing to raise my paws. Punch a cream and gingerbread, carol singers everywhere. But for the Christmas morning, man, you always disappear. And the days are getting shorter, but at nights are feeling colder. All the gifts, the drinks, the treats, they can't do a thing for me. Give me love, give me love, give me love. La 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 yo 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 la 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 yo yo yo. La 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 yo 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 yo. Give me love, give me love, give me love. Yes, the days are getting shorter.
Wow, the days are indeed getting shorter, nights are longer, and the temperature is calming down nicely. Donalyn, you bring back some of the air with you. Hey, Alton, what's up, boy? Long time no see, no hear. Good to hear you. Good night to Hillary Harris Langine. How are you doing, sweetie? I hope the Christmas is shaping up nicely for you. Good night to you. So, Irvin fool you up, Della. You make people believe you're in somewhere doing whatever. That boy ain't easy, you know. That boy ain't easy. I don't call him citizen mad vibes after he daddy. All right, folks. Hey, so much happening, coming on, and you know that I like to speak about, what's happening. And if you happen when I play the music to hear it doubling up, please give me a little sign and let me know, because I try my best to ensure that it doesn't do that. It started out, but I kind of curb it a bit. And as a result, I am not able to really listen to the music because it's coming back and going back, and the music fast as what? I don't know what's wrong with it. Just like Grenadian, too fast. But anyway, I want to say good night to all the wonderful people out there, all the wherever you are in the diaspora, whether you're in Toronto, it's cold out there, New York is getting cold. Well, it's not that cold if you compare it with some other times. When I looked at the Macy's Day Parade today, it was pretty all right. It wasn't freezing, it wasn't raining, it wasn't very windy, the floats could have been used and so on. And I imagine it brought a lot of cheer and joy to the kids, especially lining up the route and those looking at it on television. All you that they're stuffing up with all your turkey and ham and all of that. They say what turkey does make you fall asleep quick, Be careful what you're eating, Who eating duck, who eating turkey, who eating, what's it called, the one with the duck, the chicken and the turkey, and they take the three of them, they push one inside the other and they cook it. Ducky chicken or some turkey duck chicken or chicky duck tucking or some kind of tucking. I'm not sure which way the tucking going, but it's a tucking thing. Ah, my goodness. I know a lot of Grenadians make sweet potato pudding. Instead of sticking with the pumpkin pie, they make sweet potato pudding for the Thanksgiving. But do enjoy it. And I know that the president pardon, a whole half dead looking turkey a few days ago. If you see the turkey neck, you know, darling, you remember turkey neck, right? uh, yeah, man. So, folks, let me just say this to you. You know, it's always a pleasure to engage with you in the nighttime. But, you know, as per usual, we are here because you have some folks who, you know, appreciate sharing good things with us. And I just want to remind you that if you're looking for a loan for the season, the best place to go is at the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville.
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
All right, I guess you weren't hearing me there. So there we go. I just saying that as Santa Claus passed by me this morning, sometime today, and brought some real nice music for me. So as we progress tonight, thank you very much, Marsha. Yes, I realize, you know, my hand slipped there on the level. But nevertheless, I got a lot of music, and I was just indicating if there's a particular song that you would like to hear, you can put it up in the chat. And I'm sure I have it somewhere. I'll find it and play it for you. It may not be played right away, but certainly we'll be able to play it for you. So don't be afraid to ask for your request. All right. And I want to say good night to the folks out there in Fort Lauderdale. That's my family out there. But there are two special persons that I want to single out to say good night to. The rest could take the ordinary good night. And that is my granddaughter, Sanaya. Good night, Sanaya, my sweetie love. And my next love, Damien. What's up, Damie? It's OR calling you, boy. And the rest of the family, do enjoy. Tanya getting jealous as a result. Do enjoy the Thanksgiving meal. And Doreen, thanks as per usual for preparing some such meals. Yes, man. All right, so we're going to take in this one from the Scrunting Scrunta. Dee-dee-doop-doop-doop. All right, let's go, Scrunto.
Warming up, eating, drinking, having a good time. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. I know everybody planning for this Christmas season coming. I know everybody planning for this Christmas season we coming. Them boys up in Lupino, Maracas and Sando. They ready to start the show. Once you say the wood go, the wood go. So come let me parang, come let me have fun. Come let me parang all ya. This is the season. Parang, parang, parang. Parang now start. Parang now start. My God! Where Babylon? Don't you want to the Maracas? Parang now start. Parang now start. And we going non-stop. We not warming up. Eating, drinking, having a good time. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. Camera, we come and get a shot of mash up the place. It's Christmas time again. They shouting. Some hanging curtains, some painting. It's Christmas time again. They shouting. Some hanging curtains, some painting. Children hanging up stocking, looking for Santa, while the parents listening to the serenaders, serenaders. So come let me parang all ya, come let me have fun, come let me parang all ya. This is the season, parang, 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 parang now start, parang now start. And we going non-stop, we not warming up. Parang now start, hey, parang now start. And we going non-stop, we not warming up. Eating, drinking, having a good time. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. Hey, hey, Sabon, sabon. This is Bacchanal. Right. When the ball up in that one fall. Each and everyone preparing. Some busting bamboo, some painting. Each and everyone preparing. Some busting bamboo, some baking. Some making bunch of creamer. Sorry, lunch is a beer. Everybody celebrate this occasion each year. Each year. So come let me parang all ya. Come let me have fun. Come let me parang all ya. This is the season. Parang, parang, parang. Parang now start. Where is it? Parang now start. And, hey, go. Welcome in the country, boys. Come up, come up. You got fun this year. Come to the banquet. And we going non-stop. We not warming up. Eating, drinking, having a good time. Look, French Creole, boys. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. Pass the rumble. Pass the rumble. Dancing, prancing, having a good time. Bring the little friend back.
Christian Sparandero, the man's Scrunto. Always have something for you to enjoy, eh? Ay, ay, ay.
Where is it? Don't put guys on the air.
Well, Hillary girl, enjoy your dinner with the family. Say hello for me. You know we love you dearly. The man's Scrunto, having a good time. Now tomorrow night, the young lady Serana Francis, yes, she's going to be having what is called an open something. I don't know why I keep forgetting. I think it's open wide. It's called. Let me remind you what. Yes, the wide open concert. That's tomorrow night at Le Fleur. If you haven't got your ticket as yet, I suggest you go get it. I'm not sure what the situation is. Let's hope there's still some available out there. What's the name of the event? Eventbrite. You can get it online there, or you can go to my favorite place, which is uh, Boxo Optical. Yeah, Grenada Optical. I like to say Boxo Optical. I don't know why. You know why I'm talking about. In the mall or in Grand Anse or in town, you can check them out for tickets, and they're available at other places. And she's usually very good. Just came back from a tour out of England where she did a fabulous job, and she's going to be performing down there. This is not the first time she's doing that concert down at La Bleu. Oh, I'm talking about Roach Boy. What? Stay, behave yourself now. So you can go. You can really check it out. It's going to be quite a good concert. All right. I also want to say that there's some folks who take the program and put it up on their smart screen so they can keep the flavor of Grenada together, and that's good. That you can, put it up there and check it out. Let the family gather around the family and enjoy the essence of the Caribbean via music, etc. Now, there's something called tonka bean. I don't know how familiar you are with it, but there's something called tonka bean. A lot of people, younger people, if I may say so, not sure what a tonka bean is. But this is something that they used to grate a bit of, little black beanie looking seed. Well, it comes in I think it's what the thing it's originally called is sapot. A place when you're going up and you pass Willis and you pass where Talpree living, going up, not Willis, but, Vandam up there, and you're going up that hill. The hill is called Sapot Hill because they used to have a big sapot tree, as they call it, sapot. That's how you're supposed to say, not sapot, sapot tree of that hill. So it's called Sapot Hill. And I think the tonka bean is inside of that brown sort of fruit-looking thing. And they would have it. It's a dry bean and grate it to put some extra flavor into fruit cake at Christmas time. But I don't hear anybody talking about the tonka bean anymore. I don't know if people don't use it or what the case may be, but it usually gives cake a really nice flavor. Eh? The tonka bean, Sapot Hill. Ah, boy, how we forget these things. Eh? Somebody gave somebody a citron the other day, and a lot of people don't know the citron again. It's a very rough little lemon looking thing. Very rough. There's no juice in it. It's not something that you make juice with. But again, they use the rind of it and put it in cake as well and so on. And they say that kills they say you put piece of lime peel when you're beating the egg. Long ago, you used to put a piece of lime peel in the egg so it killed the freshness. Well, that citron is also used like that in cake as well to sort of mild the extra fresh in the egg. These things we don't hear about, these things we don't see practice in any big way. Folks who making cake and so on, they probably still do. But, sometimes you have a tendency to leave a lot of things behind, and change do take place. It evolves over time. There's a song, for those of you eating turkey, I hope somehow you get some roast fowl as well, because it is also another bird. And they say birds of a feather flock together. So turkey and roast fowl must go together somehow, some way. I don't know. Here's Marcia Miranda for you. Just sharing a little bit of roast fowl for you. This is Marcia Miranda. this one out to all those of you enjoying your Thanksgiving dinner. Hope you have a little roast fowl on the side. I know it's not going to be a yard fowl, but you know, some folks, not everyone like turkey, so chicken takes over at times. So. For sure. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Don't worry, somebody called and asked me to play a favorite song for you. I don't know which one it is, but I'll try my best. Yes, folks. What a night. Oh, what a night. It's not Saturday, man. This is Thursday. What a night. What a night. Well, you know something, Marcy? I want to play this particular song for you, and I hope that you do enjoy it, because I think it has a nice flavor, and it might bring a bit of joy to your heart. And just telling you, just get up and dance. Yeah, how about that? You know, you shake a leg. Might put a little smile on your face, put a little hip in your step in your zip in your step on a whatever and a whoever and a whatever and a let's see where you get out of this. Yeah? All right?
Not to mention the year of sorrow and stress. The adoration, no
Thank you, Depo. Boy, I really enjoy all the information you pass on to Facebook on Ghana. Oh my goodness, I hope one day I'll make that big trip. What a time you would have had. Yeah, man. Your new name is Yaw? Well, welcome, Yaw. Dance away, Marsha, dance away. Tell you something, I love to hear the guitars in that music. Woo! We come out to dance, Christmas, we come out to dance. Never remember around this time of the year, getting into December, water used to be coming over on the wharf, boy. Well, big wave coming in, you had to run, you know. But, recently they've been seeing water coming over there, even when the tide is kind of, not too bad. You wonder what would happen if we have a little storm surge, what will take place down there. But, going back a bit in time, I do recall times when you've had situations with the boats coming in, like, the boats that used to come and take people to England. Well, I think I give that story a lot of times, But it was interesting to see how the tenders would come right in front of Huggins Lumber on the carnage there and pick up the people on the little tenders to take them off to the ship out in the harbor, because the boat didn't used to come into the port. So he used to pick the people up and take them out to the boat out there. And that was an outing. Could you imagine that? Because you used to have a lot of people from the outer parishes in particular, St. Patrick, St. Andrew, St. David, going off to St. Mark's, all over. But a lot of people, especially from St. Patrick and St. Andrew, seem to have, a lot of them would have gone off to England. And we see the return, how it is happening, and the homes they've been building and so on. And they would come down to the carnage to go on the boat. And for some reason, it seems as though it's usually around this time of the year when the sea would get kind of rugged, the Christmas sea, as we would call it, and they would go down there to get onto the boat. And I'm talking back in the 60s, people. I'm talking back in the 60s. So if you were born any time after that, you wouldn't know about that. But nevertheless, what was interesting is to see the people go onto these tenders, as they call not the live boats, it was like a tender, and the officers from the ship would come and help them on board, and they have the liquor grip and a box. I don't know what they used to have in them boxes, some blugger and fig and dashing and yam and thing. But anyway, they're going up on these little boats to go over to the big boat on the outside there, and oh Lord, the bawling and the crying, oh God, me mother going, I ain't gonna see her again. And if you hear wailing and bawling and gnashing of teeth taking place there on the carnage, because of course in those days, when they head off on that boat, they take, I think, 14 days or 2 weeks to get to England. They used to go through all Italy and all sorts of things. And It was about a letter coming back, how much long time after. In some instances, in those days, very few people had telephone. So if they get a phone call, it took some time, and then you don't see them for years. Some of them never return. But nevertheless, that was an excursion, just as how we used to go down to the airport and watch people leaving, you know. Women dressed in their frocks. That's right, can, and the little tiny waist, because they have one girdle hole, suit girdle, a little tiny waist with a cloth belt in it, flare out skirt with a can. Well, I was get to that. A grip squares, fruit cases. You're sure right, boy. Those were the days. But I do recall clearly as a little girl, we would go down. We lived in Tyrrell Street, what is now H.A. Blaze Street. We'd go down there and, big occasion, big outing, And this particular lady, man, putting, as she stepped from the side of the road, the sidewalk there, and to put her foot to go up on the boat, the officer stretched his hand out to hold her, to pull her up, and the wave moved back right there and then, and badam, the woman fall down in the water on the carnage. Push home. Thank God she had a can with that dress, boy. The can floater. Okay, they used to put starch in them can. The can floater on top of the water there. And they just, as the boat come back in, they grab her and they haul her up, poor lady. She must have been cold from Grenada to England. Well, not really. I think she would have had some dry clothes. But I'm sure it was quite an experience for her. And, as children, you just have laugh over them things. Eh? But it was a sad occasion. But afterwards, when you think about it, and how the can just spread out on the sea, you say to yourself, boy, I'm telling you, the experience that people go through from time to time. Anyway, I tell you what, I've got something lined up here for a fella living in, and a wife living in Fort Lauderdale. I seem to be on Fort Lauderdale tonight. They tell me I ain't put on no lipstick. Well, I have nice lips. I want to put on lipstick all the time. This one is for you. It's your favorite boy, Senior Blanchard. This one comes from Wizard, and I'm playing for the household in Fort Lauderdale. Celia, how you doing tonight? Love you dearly too, my dear auntie.
Strangers at the door, so sang los baranderos. We are friends so good and true. Glad tidings we bring to you. After this introduction, they then sang this barang song. That's no lit on the ground, the stars shone bright when Jesus Christ was born on Christmas night. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. When I heard those voices ring, I thought I was in a dream. But then something told me no. You are here in Cantaro. When I opened up the door, they sang an aguinaldo. Oh, come and let us join the heavenly host to praise the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Saludos amigos, es Navidad. Saludos amigos, es Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. lovely choral bands serenading my homeland with piccolo and quattro, ukulele and banjo, but they never capture me at Barang in La Trinity. Oh, come and let us join the heavenly host to praise the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. Oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Wizzo. Oh my goodness, the first Grenadian to do a parang, the man wizard. Yes, you know, folks, let me ask you this now. Sometimes we talk about we tell our children in particular about the wise men and the gifts that they brought for baby Jesus. And he was born in a stable to follow the star. And bringing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the baby Jesus. And sometimes we wondered why the three kings brought these gifts to the baby Jesus. Why gold? What does it represent? Why frankincense and myrrh? And here's what is said. There are two traditions. The first referred to in the carol, "We three kings of Arian are," represent the gifts as symbolizing three aspects of Christ's future life. Gold representing kingship, frankincense, worship, and myrrh, death and mourning. An alternative tradition holds that Mary and Joseph used the gold to pay for the stable, the frankincense to perfume it, and the myrrh as an ointment for the newborn baby. Since to Christians, Christ represents the meeting point of the mystical and mundane, the Word made flesh, there is no reason why these traditions should be taken as contradictory. So there you have it. If it is to pay for the stable, to sweeten the stable, and to rub the baby Jesus? Or does it represent, as the other traditions speak to, the future, gold, the worship, frankincense, and death and mourning, myrrh? I guess it's about faith and about belief. But I thought I'll share this with you. I like to share a little something, I like to put a little emphasis on things from time to time. Wonderfully, we are sitting here all because there's someone out there who care to ensure that we can bring you great tidings on this joyous occasion of celebrating the birth of the Christ child. And that is the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, offering you special Christmas loan, a loan that you can't refuse. For whatever reason you want that loan for house repair, to buy furniture, for a vacation, I don't know what it is, but it's a Christmas loan. And guess what? It's not going to take you till after Christmas to get that loan. They are going to guarantee that you have that loan in time for Christmas once you qualify. Listen to this.
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods, and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
Right, Grenville. Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the Credit Union of Grenville. That's where you got to go and get your loan. You know, from next week, I'm going to be switching over to a new streaming platform, which would give me the opportunity to bring you all the goodness of this program that we've been attempting to do so for the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, this particular software is a little bit problematic with it. As you would notice that we've been getting the double sound coming back, and we're not able to play certain things and play the music at the same time. So we're going to be shifting to I didn't want to go there today because we're still in the process of fine-tuning it. That will give us a much better product. So we'll be switching from next week Tuesday, and we're really going to be sailing full steam ahead. If you noticed, whenever I am on tonight, I'm not giving you all the videos and so on and the niceness of the program, simply because the software is not able to blend it with the music at the same time. So you got to forgive us for that, but I can assure you next week we come in hot. Prang nice. Look at my good brother-in-law. How you do, honey bunch? I tell a fella to look for you. He was in New York, your namesake. Andy, we love you, Andy, man. Good to have you. A wharfman went to England with the English boat and remembered he left $5 in a vase and came back for it. So I buy it, so I sell it. So says Depot. I wonder if you really find that. Good night to you, Marcia, my darling. Good to have you on board. Keep the good going. Spread the word. Andrew, boy, I know you like your pang, eh? So we have his lined up for you. But I tell you what, I am not 100% satisfied because of that issue I've been having, but I am changing over to a different platform as of next week, Tuesday, and I can assure you it's going to be a blast. We have loads of videos and a lot of interactive situation to share with you. But in the meantime, I want to share this little quick video with those of you out there in the diaspora. Some of you may have seen it before, because I know how you just feel about Grenada. And these are some of the things I wanted to share with you, but unfortunately I can't play them all simply because of the issue that we're having. But check this one out.
What you cooking, Jenny? What you cooking? Come and gone, it's me and you alone. You know what I like already, so just have it ready. It's Christmas time again, everyone enjoy it. I say enjoy it.
And hopefully we'll get to share a lot of it going forward. It's Christmas time again. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Whatever it is you're doing. Uncle Pancho, boy, how you doing, boy? All is well? Hope you're enjoying life. My dear sister Neva, boy, have a look. I'll talk again. I'll share a little something. You know, somebody called me today. I said hello to my niece Zaria today. She was traveling down home for the Thanksgiving. We'll talk about it another time. Down and walking here tonight. You gotta be careful when you go into that party. You're not sure who you want to check out, who you have eyes on, and who you might be zooming into. You know, remember that song? Who you zooming in? Zooming, whatever. Nevertheless, this is a nice one. When you go in fete, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with your moves, Mr. Man.
Get invitation for the Christmas in a Riemann. Somewhere up in Mount Pleasant, I was among a big family, eating and drinking what I want, dancing, singing, having a good time. Every time my parents play, but Uncle Sam to see me, I ain't a young lady, pull me by the back door and he say, you feel bright, that you're walking here tonight. If it's right, you say, that you're walking here tonight. Walk on, take it light, that you're walking here tonight. Like you're doing that first night, that you're walking here tonight. She's a happiness,
That is your family.
this one here is right.
That is your family.
You see that one day she's Lopez,
That is your family.
and that one day is Valdez.
That is your family.
You feel it bright, that you're walking here tonight. Walk on, take it light, that you're walking here tonight.
That they're walking here tonight.
Baila,
That they're walking here
samba
tonight.
salsa.
believe that we've gone through our whole hour and some already, people. Marcia, I will remember. I'll head you up in my WhatsApp. Don't you worry, girl. The man from Strata and Anita. Oh, Lord. You know, the song is just amazing. They never seem to mistake that they have. Whether it's local or whether it is from Trinidad, it's just good. This is my Shak people. I tell all you about my Shak over and over again. I don't know why they wouldn't bring out Shak for me from Ghana. One of the interesting things that I saw that you put up, and I say, oh my God. But I knew of it. The Anansi stories, they are from Africa, brought over on the slave ship by our ancestors, stories to be told on the plantation, that tricky old fella, Anansi. But I didn't realize that they have a book of the stories, and that is a precious piece of literature that you have there, my friend. Cherish it. I like to tell you, I envy you. Yeah? Yes, Anansi. The bear Anansi, the tricky fella, he would get his way out of any old scheme. You have some Anansis around here, don't fool all yourself. What a night, oh, what a night, oh, what a night. Let me give my partner in Folklore the daily song before he kill me. I have him under pressure. I have you under pressure. Saludos, amigos, my uncles. Here's this one for you, Mr. Aubrey. Senor Blanc Lachan. I left you for last because I know you're jealous, and if I don't tell you good night, you wouldn't be pleased. So here's the song. Just for you, my boy.
There are strangers at the door, so sang los baranderos. We are friends so good and true. Glad tidings we bring to you. After this introduction, they then sang this balang song. There's snow laid on the ground, the stars shone bright when Jesus Christ was born on Christmas night. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. When I heard those voices ring, I thought I was in a dream. But then something told me no. You are here in Cantaro. When I opened up the door, they sang an Aguinaldo. Oh, come and let us join the heavenly host to praise the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. macho, ukulele and banjo, but they never capture me. At Barang in La Trinity. Oh, come and let us join the heavenly host to praise the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Saludos amigos, it's Navidad. Oh, feliz Navidad, it's Trinidad. Oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Grenada's original parandero, the numero uno, Black Wizardo. Saludos, amigos. Well, you know, funny enough, Marcia, you would say that somebody tell you that I remind them of the great Mayor Motley, who I can't step in her shoes for sure. But I've heard that on many occasions. Even some Bajans say the same thing. I don't know what it is. Some people say my personality, knowing her. Some people say my voice. Whatever it is. But I have heard that on more than one occasion before. Ooh, she's a powerhouse. I can tell you that. Yes, man. So, my dear friends, what a night it's been so far. We're really enjoying the goodness of the season. And I just want to remind you that we come your way every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 10. As the season gets closer to the big day, we are certainly going to engage in a lot more fun here on this program, Christmas Shak. And, yeah, look my shaka. I know Trinidad full of pang. Trinidad, once you see Trinidad pang that's come out early, and the reason being is because, you know, Carnival in Trinidad is in February, so there's a lot of room for the soca music and calypsos and so on and so forth. So Pang in Trinidad seem to be out all in September, being played all in September. I've seen some pictures of some homes well lit up. Well, I guess the electricity there must be cheap as dust, and you can't compare it with Grenada. People afraid to put up a little light. You ain't seen nothing yet, nothing. I shouldn't say that. I've seen some lights down at Food Fair in Grandans in can't remember the name, CK's supermarket. Foodland has some up lights up as well. But let's hope that we can see some more going up. It's not an easy thing. The electricity is kind of tough on folks, and quite a few of them stop over the years. I just want to remind you that the Morris breakfast is coming up on this Sunday, Sunday the 4th. They're going to be having, I guess it's a pre-Christmas breakfast up there. Solid, the band will be there. So there's going to be a lot of action up at Mount Morris. So go on out for it. Goes right up until 9, 10 o'clock. It's out at 6 or something like that. So you can even go to church and then head up to Mount Morris. That's on the 4th. And also on that day after, you would have full up your belly with all the bakes and fish cake and saltfish sauce and the works. Later on, you go home and take a little rest, and later on, you're going down to Quarantine Point for the Rotary Club's Christmas by Candlelight. It's going to be a white affair. I don't know what they mean by that, if they want you to dress white or if everything is going to be a white Christmas. I'm not sure. I know they have snow machine and all sorts of things, different activities for the children, and you know, adult bars as well, and food and everything. It's a whole big affair that takes place down there, and a wonderful concert produced by Ricardo Keynes Douglas. And we're so happy to have it back again, and I'm happy to give them the promotion. I myself, I make sure I buy my ticket already, because let me tell you something. This is an event you don't want to miss. And the good thing about it, it is a family event, from the children right up to grandma and grandpa. Everybody involved can head on there, and well accommodated. If you happen to have your own chair, I suggest that you walk with it, or your blanket, or whatever the case may be. There are chairs available, but you know, once you have a good crowd, that can be limited, so walk with those. So next week, Sunday, that's what is going to be happening. And it's going to be big. There are lots of activities taking place, lots of bingos taking place. Waggy Seed start bingo, and everybody jump on the bingo, bang, 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 wagon. Everybody having bingo, boy, Waggy. Everywhere you turn, you're hearing $60,000, there's $50,000, there are 2 cars up here, 3 cars down there. Waggy set a trend and everybody take over. They say Grenadians are follow fashion. I don't know about that, eh? Yes. I hope you're having a good night. I'm hearing a little shower on the outside. Every night we're getting some heavy showers, and yesterday was a very overcast day. The only good thing about that, when we don't get rain, we complain. And when we get it, we get in it in we lily lolo. The only good thing I would say, though, we know the farmers are having a tough time, especially those with the short crops, yeah? Especially those with sorrel and those who are probably bringing not only the sorrels, but the short crops and root crops too will be affected by any shower like that, heavy shower. Get some, some of them ground to sweet and nice. But nevertheless, we're grateful for it because it is cooling down the atmosphere, which is good, because the kind of heat we've been experiencing in October into November, my goodness, is like, woo! If that is the sun, go beyond to us when Anyway, yeah, we're getting some emphasis on this whole thing right now.
You're holding all the nice piece of pork for your customers and them, and you're putting sauce on the bone, and you're selling it for your friend. Mr. Man, if it's pork you're selling, chicken you're selling, if it's food you're selling, if it's Christmas vibes, if it's pork you're selling, chicken you're selling, if it's food you're selling, if the Christmas vibes alive, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around. Well, I don't understand. When I send my friend and them to buy, I get it good pork, nice meat. It's meat I want, meat me on the half. When I come for myself, it's a set of bone I get in. The other day I feel so shame, I feel I had a nest. I hope me think a lady have to hold them bone farther than my bone. I don't like that. I got to come back, I had a good bone to suck with you. Telling me that how the pork come and that how the pig is. Buy boneless pig next time. Don't come and give us a bone. What do you think it is? Is a dog show? I'm appealing to Royal and Chef Castle Boy, even Kentucky too. When you go there to buy a drink, they selling the ice for you. They watching you with a smell and filling up your glass, boy, full of ice. But it's juice them people want, and the juice you should emphasize. It's Coke you're selling, sorrel you're selling, Marby you're selling. Give the Christmas vibes alive. It's Coke you're selling, sorrel you're selling, Marby you're selling. Give the Christmas vibes alive. When Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around. Well, I don't understand this kind of thing. When you ask somebody, sir or madam, what is it you'd like to drink with that? That means they want something to drink, not something to suck. You understand? If suck is suck and drink is drink, ice is to suck, juice is to drink. So you're asking a man what he want to drink. You can't sit down and give him something to suck. You understand? If a man wants something to suck, he'll come, hey, give me 2 pieces and fries and a glass of ice. You don't hear that, you understand? If you a man say, give me 2 pieces and fries and something to drink, and if you have a biscuit, I'll take that too. You understand? So all your bottle up on the thing, man, put emphasis on the juice. Last year, Jericho called me, fat man boy, make a pass. I put on my clothes and I run down the oh Lord, I go play a mass. When I start to take 2 drink, Jericho start to cry. Oh God, fat man, take it easy. It's only a hit a buy. If it's rum, you give him. Take you give him. If it's ham, you give him. Give the Christmas vibes to life. If it's rum, you give him. Take you give him. Ham, you give him. Give the Christmas vibes alive. When Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around, when Christmas time come around. I mean, oh God, Jericho, have a heart, man. I mean, big Christmas day, you will take a man out of his house.
the comfort I live in the room and call him to come by you and to share in a 8 rum Jericho. I mean, oh Lord, man. I mean, all year you could have a little cane wine, a little grapevine, you could have something there, even with a little golden apple soaking under the counter. That's why when people come, I mean, you could do better than that 1 8 rum. That can drunk nobody, that can even drunk till, man. So you have to do better than that, man. You have to do better. And don't talk about the ham. You cut the ham the same size that I use a blade. What can I take stand on one side of the ham and see the next side? If I wanted a spine glass, I could have my own. It had to do people them thing. I mean, I really disappointed in that boy. Don't ever call me to come back and play. You want to put me in a bad Christmas day, boy? You're rationing rum and all, Jericho. You the worst. I never see things so. That was very informal.
Tell you now, boy, worthless. Hey, Papa George. Oh, Lord. When he said that guy, you drunk Uncle Tillman. Oh, poor Uncle Tilly. Uncle Tilly not a rum drinker, boy. That might drunk him. Ah, my goodness. Every time I hear that song, of course, I reminisce about my good old friend, Jericho. You know, Jericho, let me tell you something about Jericho and Parang. In the years gone by, when we were in YSFM and we playing, in those days we really were involved in Karakou and Parang Festival and Karakou Carnival and so on and so forth. Well, people hardly bothered with Karakou and their Carnival and their Parang Festival. YSFM, always there with them. I am seeing many a Parang shows in Karakou and Carnival and so on and so forth. And you know, from playing the music on air and that sort of thing, Jericho would say, no challenge, we come in at the and what have you, and so on and so forth. And then he and a few others got together and formed the Men from the Mainland, Lion and, you know, a few of them formed this group, Men from the Mainland, and they would practice at YSFM on the veranda, man, getting ready. Like Jericho used to write down all the lines on the talk. He used to play the talk. He can't play no guitar and them kind of thing. He play the talk and he have the lyrics written down there. It's quite an amazing guy, you know. They challenged the folks, the black man and those guys out in Karakou, leftists and these guys, that they're going to come up and compete and they could win and this and that, and they went on. That's how they started out getting involved in the Karakou Parang. And after that, they started recording their music and so on and so forth. And the rest is history. And every Christmas time, people love to listen to Jericho and them singing. They sing. Jackie, Lashley, what happened? You been under the bed or what? Change in time, have you confused? That's right. But we hear every night, 8 p.m. That would be what? 7 p.m. your time. You're in Toronto, right? So remember that for next week, Tuesday and Thursday. 7 p.m. your time, 8 p.m. our time. We own the time down here. We ain't changing nothing. That's to tell you how consistent we are in this part of the world. We remain with the good things in life intact. All right. Here's a good little one coming from a jamo that I'll bring for you in a little while. He's singing about a fella there. But let me tell you something. We must give credit to those who keep us together here on the Christmas Shak. Remember, that special loan that you want for the season is just one phone call away. Listen to this.
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year. Twinkle and your loving is all I want to share. I don't want no diamond rings, I don't need a fancy thing. The only thing I'm missing is my husband to love him. Cause the days are getting shorter, but the nights are feeling cold. All the gifts, the drink, the treat, they don't mean nothing to me. Give me love, give me love, give vanish all my flaws. Now I don't mean to hurt you, but I'm ting to raise my paws. Punch a cream and ginger beer, carol singers everywhere. But for the Christmas morning, man, you always disappear. And the days are getting shorter, but the nights are feeling colder. All the gifts, the drinks, the trees, they can't do a thing for me. Give me love, give me love, give me love. La 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 yo 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 la 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 yo yo yo. La 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 yo 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 yo. Give me love, give me love, give me love. Yes, the days are getting shorter.
Ay, 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 ay. The nights are getting colder. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Yeah, boy. Now we know that it's shaping up nicely, yeah? But there are a number of activities that take place here at Christmas time. Fairs, there is the True Blue Bay Christmas Bazaar that takes place. That's still to come, I think, where you find a lot of gifts. And what is the great thing or the goodness of about that particular activity? You have a lot of locally made items on sale. Supporting local is really important. You can get wonderful gift items at that bazaar. You know, whether it's trinkets, whether it's jewelry, whether it's, household things, you can find paintings and decorative items and so on. You can get it down there at that bazaar. Body products as well. You have a number of entrepreneurs who make body butters and soaps and creams and that sort of thing. You can actually buy them as gift items and whatnot. And it's so important for us to support local because that the small cottage industry usually keep an economy alive. So we have to end up supporting each other as much as we can. So that is something that I think that we should experience. That if you haven't before, it's been going on for a number of years. I think it's some 20 years or something like that. So you must check it out and support local as much as you can. There are a number of folks out there who make wonderful items and well packaged. Before, we used to say as Grenadians, to buy something that is locally made, it is never have that, it would never, have that finish, that the packaging is always cumbersome or awkward or looking unprofessional. But I've seen some packaging in recent times of products made locally, and I'm telling you, they're up to any international standard. So don't shy away from going out there and looking for the local products that you can purchase and give as gifts to your friends and family. I'm sure they will appreciate. And one of the things that you must bear in mind, take for example, purchasing a local product that is made here. You know that but at least 90% of it is made from local ingredients. There are probably some additives that they must import, but a lot of it, the coconuts and the various herbs and various plants and so on, they utilize them in making some of these products, especially products for your skin and what have you. So you have a good understanding and a good idea as to what is placed in it in comparison to those you may buy in sealed bottles with all sorts of chemicals in them. Yeah, and a lot of the local persons producing things like creams and body butters and soaps and so on, they have a sense of pride as to using local material as much as possible. So you can find a lot of good stuff out there, a lot of organic stuff that is healthy for you. So Next time you're thinking of buying something special for a friend, male or female, yes, they do for both male and female, you should really contemplate or consider purchasing something local. Think about it for this season, and I'm sure it's going to be greatly appreciated. I promise you something from a Jamu, and here it is, my friend. It's called Juma. You know Juma? Juma is a guy who seemed to bung away from time to time. They're always looking for him. Kind of like Leroy in Trinidad. Check him out.
Juma, your mother calling you, boy. It's back. Where Juma gone? Yeah. I see me partner skanker all below the house. If you see him searching like cat looking for mouse, he tell me how he mother don't cook the ital. But they searching for Juma, they can't find him at all. Juma run away, Juma come to your barrack. Juma run away, boy. Juma run away. Hey, Juma run away, boy. Some say he gone by big up, some say he gone by Jabo. But where Juma gone partner, nobody don't know. Juma run away, Juma come to him. Hey, Juma run away, boy. Juma run away. Juma run away, boy. Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Yeah. Chappy, where Juma boy? Tell him he mother call him. Juma, you too stray away. Adia said she saw him bright and early. He was done by mom watching TV. But when he heard the quattro ring out in the air, all of a sudden the little rasta disappear. Juma run away. Hey, Juma run away, boy. Juma run away. Juma run away, boy. Some say he gone with Raga, some say he gone by Kepo. But where Jum Jum gone partners, nobody do know. Juma run away. Juma run away, boy. Juma run away. Juma run away, boy. Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Yeah. Javid, Juma never you. Tell him he mother call him. Yeah. Everybody concerned, so they asking me. I say he must be by cousin Heidi. Imhotep and Zinga with water in their eye. They can't find their brother. Don't care how they try. Juma run away. Hey, Juma run away. The little Rasta run away. Jum Jum run away. Why? But only time they searching for sin and carrying on. Juma ride by Jamo in the Barangban. Juma run away. Juma run away, boy. Hey, Jum Jum run away. Juma run away, boy. Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Where Juma gone? Yeah. Big up. Tell Juma he mother call him. Juma, you play you like the driver boy. You play you like Parang. I shall go give you. Find you bum bum. Hey, Juma run away. Hey, Juma run away, boy. Chappy, tell Juma go down, boy. You
I told you that is the equivalent of Leroy in Trinidad. But his mama that gone and Leroy mama that gone. Where's your mama gone? Where your mama gone, Leroy? Juma gone. The music of a Jamo. I know that he's just released a gospel song recently. You know that he is a born again Christian, baptized recently as well. Hopefully, when we get to into the month of December, we're having little conversations here and there, and he's one of the persons that I'm going to speak, hopefully, to speak with. Wizard and a few others, yeah? Just to get an idea as what they're up to these days, you know? Just about every artist, except for the younger ones, when Parang was really raging, they all came out and did something, including even Talpri. Yes. I do believe that my good little nephew, like them call him my nephew and my children and them, Lava Man has something that he did a few years ago. Um, but you know, people like Boise and Terra Kid and Dash and so on. Let's hope that one of these good days they do give us something. I see that Dash has a nice song out, and my dear friend, my good friend, yeah, one talking of calling middle finger. I afraid this middle finger thing. Yes, Lord have mercy on us with this middle finger thing. Yeah, you know when you're growing up, you look at you and you dare not lift that middle finger, or else you're in jeopardy. And I ain't talking about Alex Trebek, Trebek, Jeopardy, where you're winning money. I'm talking about real Bamba Moon in jeopardy if they find you putting up your middle finger. Now I see everybody shoving up their middle finger with Boise. Oh, Papa, Mamma Mia. Oh, my goodness. You know, I want to say good night to all the panists out there in the nation. Yes, panists out there in the nation. I greet you with the goodness in my heart. And I once again say to you, I want to know what's going on in the pan house. How hard you're practicing. Hey, look as those things want to stick with us or what. How hard you're practicing and how things coming along. We're looking forward to hearing Pan for the season. Like I mentioned before, you know, get somebody with a phone and make a little recording of your practicing and send it for me. All you want me to come down there one night, I will come. You know, I've been there and done that already. I will come, you know, but I would really like to get something from you so that we can say to folks, hey, look what Angel Hab's doing. Hey, look what Blaze and them doing in River Road and New Dimension down there on Melville Street and Comancheros up there in St. Paul's and who up in Cloget and who up in Grand Ripe and Lovers and, you know, whatever, Rainbow City All Stars and if I forget all, you forgive me. You know, get an idea as to what is happening with the pan for the Christmas season. I'll try to see what I can do for next week. I might just go one night and capture some of them doing something. You know, they're always cooking some pot on the side. That's one thing about a pan house, eh? Once you go in a pan house, if you have to go there on the right time, you might just get a little something on the side that cook up. But let me say this: tomorrow is the 25th of November. My beloved mother will be celebrating her 87th birthday. So I want to take this opportunity to publicly wish her good health. She's complaining with the knees and the pain because I imagine it's arthritis and the weather. But I know it's going to be all right. And long life. Yes, we want you around a number of more years with us. Strong mind. She still has that. You know, she has a little physical challenge. She's a heart patient with her. She has a pacemaker. But nevertheless, that is not deterring her from enjoying the best of life. Just remember that you're surrounded by all of us who love you dearly. Wishing you a blessed day tomorrow. One that we hope to make it joyful for you, that you will enjoy it to the best. 87 is indeed a milestone. Each year after 70 is borrowed time, as they say. And once you borrow time, you have to make the very best of it. And I think she's making the very best of it. So to Kathleen Drake's, my beloved mother, I wish you a happy, 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 blessed and loved birthday from me, my daughter, Tanya, Sanaya, and all the rest of the family. Leonard, Keisha, Saline, Bumpy, they're your children, and myself. God bless you and keep you strong for a lot of years to come. Love you, my dear. All right, folks, I want to tease the pan lovers out there with this little pan rendition that I found, and I hope it is in keeping with it, the season as best as it can. I love pan. I grew up on the Carnage, Ontario Street, so I love pan. Yes, a little taste of pan for you. Yeah, them pan ring out, boy. Lord of mercy, pan sweet. That is the sweetest instrument that was ever created on this earth. Sit there and fool yourself and believe it's guitar and piano and, all them kind of things. So that is ours. It belonged to us in the region. Yeah, they say it was Trinidad, but I believe it was in the Grenada. Anyway, good night to my dear Shelley. How you doing? You still up, girl? I thought you're sleeping already and making noise in your head. What a night has been so far. I have had myself a wonderful time. As time slip on by, I hardly notice it. And I can assure you it can only get better as it gets sweeter into the season. There's a certain joy and a love and a vibe that comes with the Christmas season. And hence the reason why you hear people say, I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling the vibes. But check them out a few days after that. Oh my goodness. They're in the mood for the season. Something just hits them, And very rare you find someone who's been sad for a bit. At Christmas time, they don't have a bit of joy with them. Something about this season captivates you and take you to another level. One that is very pleasurable. One that is sometimes you can't really explain it. It's a feeling of goodness in your heart. And that is why the season is about giving more than receiving. Because you give not only tangible gifts, but you give that aura to others. You give that vibe to others that is so unique and different that it makes them feel special. A simple greeting, by saying season greetings, and when it gets closer, Merry Christmas. And you see the response coming back, the connection that is made. And even when folks haven't spoken in a very long time for whatever reason, and they may have a problem with each other, when they extend that sort of greeting at Christmas time, something special happens. And that's the joy of the season. Some of us may look for money, some of us may look for gifts and richness, but that feeling and that exchange of that love is precious more than any tangible thing. Hey, well, let me tell you something, eh? One thing I know, if a band pass by you, you gotta be careful because you show what they're doing here. You know that. Some of them know they go with your ramen, they go with your cake, they go with your ham, they go with your wine, they go with just about anything they can put their hand on. Yeah, man.
Auntie Gladys and I SOS to all she family because of an incident that happened to she. Early Christmas morning, apparent she gets, and as long as she lives, she will not forget. Me pressure cooker, take on with that. Me brand new freighter, take on with that. A bottle of Johnny Walker, take on with that. A bale of toilet paper, take on with that. I love para, I love me para, but I don't ever want to see that paranga. I love para, I love me para, but I don't want to see that teeth in paranga. While I singing and I dancing and I enjoying the band, them caranderos was working on a plan, looking around the house to see what they could say. This man said he's gonna read the whole pan of fruitcake. Make a spin, papa. Take on with that. A case of snag and a case of Malta. Take on with that. All the chaser. Take on with that. The coconut water. Take on with that. I love para, I love me para, but I don't ever want to see that paranga. I love para, I love me para, but I don't want to see that teeth in paranga. Now I'm hungry and I'm broken with nothing to eat. You know them fellas take keep on my toilet seat. I had to call the police for them to hold that tail. I hope they spend the whole Christmas in the jail. I can't see me wall clock. They gone with that. I bowl a curry duck. They gone with that. I want a sour soup. They gone with that. But wait, where my yard cock? They gone with that. I love para, I love me para, but I don't ever want to see that paranga. I love para, I love me para, but I don't want to see that teeth in paranga. Make a spin, papa. A case of snag and a case of Malta. They gone with that. All the chaser. They gone with that. The coconut water. They gone with that. Me pressure cooker. They gone with that. Me brand new freighter. They gone with that. A bottle of Johnny Walker. They gone with that. A bale of toilet paper. They gone with that. They gone with that. They gone with that. They gone with that. They gone with that.
I like to tell you, they'll leave you stranded. They dry you out. If any of you get the opportunity to see the actual the video for that particular rendition, it's really catchy. You would laugh your head off. A little Steel Man. I tried to find some more, and that one really came in nice and smooth and easy going. I want to say good night to each and every one of you who took the time off to spend with me here on the Christmas Shak. But one of the persons that I really appreciate seeing tonight was my brother-in-law, Andre. Charles out there in New York, who I love dearly. It was a pleasure having you on when you did come on. I hope that you stayed on. And all those of you who spent the time with us here tonight on the Christmas Shack, those of you living in the United States, I continue to say happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I hope that you eat so much that tomorrow you you have to go to work. Some of you are on holiday. But let me tell you something. I see Mad Vibe put on one spread on Facebook for Thanksgiving. No wonder you're getting wrong like a cowboy. What? Anyway, and the rest of you, those of you in Fort Lauderdale, enjoying your dinner at this time, my family, love you dearly. Thank you for tuning in. Doreen, I heard you did a lot of work, girl. Well, I hope that the family enjoyed it. And let me just say that I got a nice call from my darling nephew, Dimitri, to wish me happy Thanksgiving this evening. It was such a pleasure hearing from him. I really appreciated that. That made my day. That's my boy. Yes. Vibert, thank you so much. Good seeing you as well. Hope everybody's good. Wifey is okay and everything like that. What a pleasure it has been, folks. But you know what they say? When it's time to roll, you just got to roll out of there and do your thing. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to being with you next Tuesday, reminding you I'm changing to a new platform. It will be much better than what we have, much more interactive and much more joy and pleasurable. So yourselves, have a good night and take good care of you and yours. God bless you. Ciao. I'm all